We are live.
We are live. Apologies, ladies and
Hello.
gentlemen. We just had a plethora of technicals, man.
Yes, we
But
did.
we are here.
Hopefully, can you hear us?
Yes,
Please let us
because
know. We have rewirings, so
Yeah,
let us know.
let
Can
us
you hear
know
us clearly?
if there are any issues, because it's completely different to
Yes.
normal. No, shadow bans people sometimes. She thinks she's slick. Will started already, man.
I haven't shadow banned anything.
Wild.
I'm the last person.
We can hear. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Aaliyah. Welcome, everybody. Thank you
Yes.
so much for sticking around.
I'm waiting for us as we begin our show. Are we watching this?
I believe we are.
Yes, we are. We are reviewing Love Island Season 12, Episode 29. And it was an all right episode.
It was okay. It was okay.
A lot happened. there was a lot of shenanigans taking place, most definitely.
Do you know what? Before we get started, there was one thing I wanted to play.
Okay, go on.
Where is it?
I have one tattoo on my left wrist. The letter E is for my grandma who sadly passed away.
Is that actually right? This one. It's this one.
Go again.
I have one tattoo on my left wrist. The letter E is for my grandma who sadly passed away.
Is that actually right? This one. It's this one.
Mr. Harry.
I think it's important at this point we realize the type of human being that we are dealing with.
Yeah. He's a liar and an actor.
The type of human being that we are dealing with that will get a tattoo of his nan and then weaponize it.
Or it is for Emma and he decided, I'm going to say it's for my nan. Who knows which way it goes? Either way, he's lying, because in the villa, they all think that shitty E on his wrist is for Emma. VT, he says it's for his nat. I don't know.
Will Smith said it could be for both. Then I want to see two, Will. If it's for both, I want to see two E's. Dear.
I don't know. Either way, he is an asshole. And we have further proof of his assholeness when him and Emma talk a bit later on.
We'll get into that.
Exactly.
Right. Let's get cracking.
We open up. So it opens up with a scene of the villa, and the girls are all looking really down and out and just miserable. I have a question. I don't understand. Why is it that the boys are going to have longer than the girls do with the guys? I don't see how that is fair, because they basically had a whole night more than the girls do.
It was really unnecessary, just making them wait. It was just because also just in terms of television, nobody wanted to watch them in their gym jams talking about nothing. Like there wasn't even like juicy.
No, because no one's in a proper relationship and no one is actually in a proper relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing to pine over, like for us to be like, oh, they're really sweating. I was like, that was totally unnecessary. And we go over to Casa Amor and Andrada and Ben are chatting away straight after the games, and he's really laying on proper thick.
Ben has got no chill.
Absolutely none. He's going in, and also she is Yasmin 2.0, so she is giving it all sorts as well. And then they lips. And I was like, you guys are lipsing straight after you did a task where you were all lipsing each other. And this is very quick to commit to somebody. Straight away. But
Ben.
It's Ben.
Ben. Ben reminds me of a friend that I used to know who, when we were in our young days in uni, when we was going out, we'd have to tell him, like, take it out of your eyes. Because the girls could see the desperation in his eyes. And that's Ben right now. like he is the literal kid in a candy shop, just getting crazy.
So thirsty. But he got the girl for a second anyway, and he managed to lips her. He got something. Now, Harrison and Lauren. Now we keep on coming to these two over and over again, and we're seeing how Tenhead, how their relationship is growing. And again, I feel like Harrison is also a little bit too thirsty.
Harrison is on heat.
For somebody that just had a girl-ish, but you was with Tony and you was keeping it on with Tony, like, I'm really feeling you, it's going well. This dude is matching Ben's energy, and Ben's been single for quite a few weeks.
Like, they went in there and said, F it, we are going to give them all of the movie night content.
Yeah.
We are going to give them all of the movie night. Because Harrison, like, you know, obviously you got to go in there and you got to do your thing and whatever, as people say, be true to yourself, be open, this, that, and the other. But also understand the game. Like, at least make sure that when they show that those clips on the TV screen, that you've got a defense.
He has to take Lauren back. How he's acting ain't even Ramel and Poppy. Like, no. He's going in like, basically, we fell in love in 24 hours. So you can't now come to a decision of, oh, I don't know, actually, I'm going to stick with Tony. You have to take Lauren with you. That's the only way. Like, that would be wild to not take her. But, you know, he says that he has more of a sexual attraction initially with Lauren than he did with Tony. We can all attest that is probably true, because he weren't really feeling her like that. And I was feeling like he was acting with Lauren like how he wanted to act with Helena. So there's something a little bit more there.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So it's like, even though he was kind of more sparky with Helena, there wasn't, you know, it was never going to be a proper relationship. Whereas I definitely feel that there's actually the chance of it being a proper quote unquote relationship in terms of Love Island. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Like, he's playful with her, soft, he's touching her a lot, and you just didn't see that with Tony.
Thing is, when Tony sees any of that, she's going to cry. Like, the cry, she is going to cry, because basically you're going to watch this guy doing all of these things with this girl that you was wishing he would do with you, but he was never going to do it with you because you're not her.
Basically. I just saw, so who was it? Somebody asked, Suzanne says, how is 10 Head better? I don't know.
No. Back it up. I'm not saying 10 Head is better. What I was saying was that their connection is
no,
better.
that's the question. Like, what's he seeing? How is 10 Head better?
Listen, love is blind. Love, like, Suzanne, have you not been the one calling Tony a man? Like, love is blind. Yeah, people like what they like. You know?
Oh, mate, he likes her.
Yeah. It's weird. But then also, it's like, when he was talking with her, then I think she asked him, how would he be if she kisses someone else? And I was like, bro, it's too much.
No,
too much too soon.
That's what I'm saying. He's gone into relationship territory. Are we even at 24 hours yet? And you are basically staking claim on this chick. Like, I wouldn't like it if you lips anybody else. I don't really have designs to lip anybody. You've only spoken to her. Like, I don't know, but maybe that's how Harrison is. Like, he is Toby 2.0. So maybe he's just gonna jump around. Today he likes her. Tomorrow he may be on Lucy.
It's early days. Early days.
It is early.
Talking
days.
on Lucy, is Tommy and Lucy speaking next? And basically he says that, looking at his journey so far, he thinks he made a bit of a mistake, just kind of zoning in on Meg. And he said he can be a bit like that on the outside. And I thought to myself, that's probably true, because I feel like I don't think Tommy doesn't give me the impression that he does well with girls. No. Like, he can't really chat to gal.
Maybe he does at the initial, like, in a bar or something situation. But then afterwards, I just feel like he doesn't have any chat. Yeah. I think he has dead chat. So I don't know. I don't know if he has much luck. Well, as he says, he's never been in love. He's never been in a relationship. He hadn't actually even slept next to a girl longer than just banging her. So he doesn't have a lot of experience in anything, but he seems to be absolutely smitten with Lucy. So, you know.
Yeah, and maybe. She likes him. She was like, because he was like, he's never been in love. And she was like, maybe you'll fall in love with me. It's like, all right, love, calm down.
I mean, she's also just trying to get into the villa.
Yeah.
And Tommy is an easy ticket.
He's a very easy ticket.
You
He's a
know,
very easy ticket.
if it happens, if it happens. I don't know, but I hate all of this. Oh, you're gonna be trouble. All your trouble.
Please, like whoever goes into the villa next year, can we just avoid these lines? Like, let's just get some new lines because this. Oh, I think you're trouble. Like, we are tired. We are
a few more.
tired.
Any more for the playbook? It would be great to hear
Yeah.
it. Dejon
Ah,
and Andrada.
mate.
Andrada.
Andrada, yeah. that's it.
Andrada. Okay. Yes, they have their chat. He's laid it on a bit thick as well,
Yeah.
but he does this on his first talk.
We know what Dejon does. We know how he moves.
Always his patter. So
Yeah.
obviously he says that their kiss was a 10 out of 10. Again, if he
Yeah.
don't take this chick, Meg's gonna have words for
Yeah.
this because that's a bit
Yeah.
strong.
And then he was said that how they were going on for too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meg's
So it
gonna
was like,
have you, bruv.
it was a nice kiss.
Yeah.
He was very sure about that. I have Andrada says that she has a sex drive, a high sex drive, quite sexual.
3 times
She
a
was,
day.
yeah. And he says, nothing wrong with that. I
Yeah.
could do that in my sleep.
Yes.
And yeah. So already we've gone into that realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then watch when he gets back, will be like, I want to move to you on the outside.
I wasn't being flirty.
I wouldn't
We were just chatting.
spit on you, love.
Dirty bungle. Let's see. But it was a bit charged between them. I was like, okay. At that moment in time, though, I was looking at her like a second ago, I was seeing these same types of maneuvers with Ben, and then you lips him. It don't feel like it was that long ago, and now you're talking with Dejon in the same way. I was like, I don't know.
She is Yas 2.0.
Yes.
She's Yas 2.0.
But I was just like, are you clued up or are you stupid? Are you gonna fall for Dejon? That at that moment in time, that's what I was thinking of her. Are you a bit of a ditz? But I like her. She's grown on me, actually.
Yeah, I think I'll agree. But
Right.
do you know who I do like? And I know everyone's gonna like yawn, and it's probably gonna be backtracking a little bit on what I said yesterday. But I liked Gio and Yaz because they just seem normal.
A nice, wholesome couple.
Yeah, it was just like I can see you guys 3 years down the line.
Yeah.
On Instagram. Hi guys, we just bought our new house. Like
no lies.
Yeah.
I actually could see them working. They remind me of Rochelle's sister Sophie, and although Josh was a rogue, an absolute rogue, but when they got together, it's like she's quite quiet, and he is quite loud, but they seem to just work with each other, and they're still together now, and you wouldn't even think it because Josh was a handful. But just something in them sitting down talking with each other, I was like, oh, I can see you guys. You'll make a sweet couple. And Yaz, this is the way you need to go because that's how you're going to get into.
That's how you're going to.
No one else ain't into Gio.
He's a free ticket.
Basically.
And you know, he was like, she's the best kisser. She's like, she would go for him on the outside. He loves a northern accent. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a search on YouTube because she was in a band.
Oh, that was in X Factor.
I don't know if you can really be like, I came 8th on X Factor.
Because there isn't an 8th.
Yeah.
There's not a place like that. So you're either in the top 3 or you're not.
Yeah. It's like if you weren't in the top 3, then you were just on X Factor.
If anybody does have a link to it, just drop it in the chat and we will play. Her 4 of Diamond. I stopped watching X Factor a while ago. She doesn't look familiar in any way. So
no, she doesn't.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't think they got anywhere. But
then we moved to Ben and Lucy.
Ben and Lucy. And this is when Ben's hunger took to another place. It's like it starts off like it's gonna be an all right, just standard chat. How's your night going? And then he pulls her in close. And I have, why is Ben hugging up on Lucy like you're going to try and lips her as well?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? And we didn't know that he had said anything about I'm going to share the bed with Andrada. But to Lucy, I was like, why are you talking to Lucy like you two can share a bed when you just lips the girl like possibly an hour ago? I didn't understand it.
That brother is thirsty. That's it.
How did he think this was gonna work? Really? Like what? So the girls ain't gonna talk.
He didn't think. Like I'm telling you, like most guys in the chat will know you've been on that night out with that one brethren. He hasn't been out in a while, and he's just got no behavior. like absolutely no behavior. So like you're talking to this girl, then you'll talk to her brethren straight away, and you're like, brother, how did you think this was gonna work? He didn't think.
It's
because he's excited.
Even if he's so stupid. This is what Shakira was saying though.
You see it?
You're
Yeah.
so stupid.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Sibster said Ben is clumsy. That weren't clumsy.
It was
thirsty.
desperate. It was desperate. It was thirsty. Alice Salone Titi. I think there's a new name. 4 of Diamonds have songs on YouTube. Please.
Do they?
Put it in the chat, man.
Yeah,
put it in
please,
the chat.
please put some links in. Oh wow.
My address says indeed need credit to Dejon for trying to step in and remind Ben of the. Do you know what? I literally wrote, it's the first respectful thing I've seen Ben Dejon do.
I can't lie. Yeah, but then he turned it a little bit bitchy. But
yeah. You know what? Yeah, let me roll that back. Yeah.
Like it started off like, okay, cool. But
relax.
All right, go and get to it. Where is it? Are we there yet?
No, we're not even there yet. But back to the villa. So you got Meg thinking about her experience with Dejon in there, saying how basically, you know, she thought she's not had a test, and if the bombshells come in, it'd be closure for her. But now she doesn't think as much, sort of thing. And I think what was interesting for this is like, I was just listening to her thinking like, you really have no grasp on this situation that's happening to you right now.
Yes.
Because you think you have a level of control that you absolutely do not.
No, she does. And she wasn't really making sense. So I was trying to follow the thread of her saying that Dejon may have been leading people on.
Yeah.
And then keeps her close when somebody else who she potentially could like comes in. I think she's just talking about Harrison. And then she was like, but I don't care even if the guys do come in.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Do you want to have a test or not? I have no idea.
She's scared. I think the bottom line is she doesn't want to test, but she's saying she does want to test because she feels like that's what she's got to say. But really, she's just like, this brother is gonna move mad in Casa. And
I'm gonna have him back.
Yeah. Let's be honest. A few breakfasts, get the boys to serenade her.
Yeah, you're gonna have him back because you want him.
Yeah.
Was what I got from the end of her spiel was actually this and this too shall pass. Basically, was what she was saying. Okay, cool. Like, you know, even Emily looks confused.
No. Oh, Ava J said Maya Jama insinuated, actually confirmed that movie night is coming for Dejon. I know that them man, the rushes are just there. They're ready.
There's just so many. You can reel them off with every bombshell. He has the same lines.
Yeah.
So, but come on, it's gonna, and then the penny's gonna finally drop for her. Like, it's all a game.
Yeah.
You've just been playing me the whole time. Yes, Meg.
Blythe is right. Meg has made herself unavailable, and then she keeps blaming Dejon for that. So she gonna learn.
I don't think there was a particular guy. I mean, we don't know, but I don't think anybody has shown a particular interest in her though. That has come in as a bombshell.
I think the interest will be the Jamie dude. Is it Jamie?
That's who she has said because I think she likes.
Yeah, because the game obviously gave the signal, like, I like you. I think Jamie now is gonna try and move into.
If he really wants to go in, he may as well just stick with Helena. You know?
No, but it's also ego, isn't it? Because man will be like, yo, so Meg has been cleaved to Dejon, yeah.
Well, Dejon's been doing his thing.
So really and truly, I can go in there and work brain in it. Be like, do you know how upsetting it was on the outside just to watch Dejon doing what he's doing and having such a beautiful queen like you, Meg? And I just thought, if it was me, I would give you the world. I'd give you the world. You know, and then that time you were sitting down and you was talking about being closed off, or even when Billy Kiss said it, I would declared my love in the task
and closed it off
with you.
Oh Lord, Jamie may do that shit.
Let's see,
Jamie. Oh no, it's Cash that is kind of. We'll get there anyway. Yeah, maybe Jamie.
No, Cash was talking to Helena.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, but before Jamie is with Yasmin.
Yes.
That's the one.
But come on. we know a connection for Yasmin doesn't really mean anything. Like it's a placeholder. It's a placeholder.
She
Like
just playing.
I'm gonna wait here until I see where I'm supposed to be or what else I'm supposed to be doing. That's what Yasmin is.
Sleep for Peace said Nee is too good at this.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Where are we? Back to Casa.
Yes.
Do you know who gets no ratings? Like I respectfully, but I just don't find her. Like I wonder why she's there. Rio.
Yeah, you know what? There always is. So you see, even Ian Sterling was saying, like, you guys, we're all going to see you when you have your walk. Some of you, this is the only time we're going to see you. This is the most you're going to get.
That she's one of them.
She is going to get. She's going to get that edit. Yeah. I don't think anybody is particularly talking to her, and unless she inserts herself potentially with Gio. Oh no, Harry.
Yeah,
Harry's gonna start.
Harry's
moving.
never bringing you back.
No.
But like even the way he was talking to her is like, you know, would you like me to have kissed you? You know, he says, "Do you want to come on to you?" Obviously, she was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh, I didn't want to come on too strong."
No.
And he was like, "No, he's
not
actually
interested.
He's actually practicing his lines on you,
basically, because he's
running lines.
He wants to try and just get to Emma.
Yeah.
So maybe she should pivot and start talking to Connor. Maybe she would get some airtime, but
she just needs to talk to whoever because she's not getting in the main villa. That's evident to see. That's evident to see.
Yeah. No, it's not happening for her. It's not happening for her. But Gio, I thought maybe they could have a connection. I don't want it to happen.
Gio is not leaving Yasmin's side.
He's on it.
This is like I've found the one. Like I'm not going anywhere.
My northern babe.
That's it. And so then we get the boys and Dejon particularly telling Ben, "Yo, take a touch."
Well, Ben coming over and being like, "Dejon, you can sleep next to Andrada." I was like, Ben, I don't think Dejon is going to take any words from you. Like literally, we haven't seen anything where anybody has listened to anything that Ben has said ever. So I was like, why are you talking to him like that?
Ben doesn't even listen to what he says.
I was just like, why are you talking to him like that? Even just, do you even know that he's going to sleep next to any girl? Because it's Dejon, he's probably going to sleep on a day bed.
Also, the thing of talking about them whilst they're in earshot, like they are hot water bottles that have no say in the situation.
You have that one, you can have that one because I'm going to be with Lucy. I was literally like, Ben, this is
what I'm saying. Because again, like if you're on a night out with your guys, when you are far away, you'll be like, hey, my man's gonna go for the one in the red, and then what you're on the one in the green, they can't hear you, but these girls are clearly in earshot.
But it's just rude. Ask him if he's even interested. No,
mate, like Ben going on like some sort of pimp,
or he was drunk, or it's just Ben and
he's
just that stupid.
A combination. Yeah.
It probably was a combination.
What we got? We've got some. Ava J says the only two black men in there up until now. They gave Maya every reason to drag them. Sorry.
I mean, in the chat, there has been discourse. I think it's been online, or somebody else could be my address. Somebody has been at how Maya has dealt with Ramel.
Yeah.
It was like she has it in for him. I don't know. It was a lot that he's got. But Dejon, he deserves everything that he's going to get in his closing. That he deserves it all, most definitely.
But in response to that, my address says to Ava J, are they the only two men doing all types of mischief? The vitriol isn't being spread close to evenly.
Harry's getting it.
Is he?
Harry is getting it. Yeah.
I feel like when Harry gets it, it's still in the vein of like cheeky chappy. Whereas Ramel was like, you are a bad human being.
Sorry.
And I think like that's the difference.
All right, let's see. Let's see when Dejon comes out. How it lands. And when Harry comes out as well.
Pulse says, I hope Helena recouples. Harry didn't, so he can get dumped. Yeah, that would be funny. OMFG Google says Meg wants to win with a day one couple. She knows Dejon is bad news though.
Yeah. I think so as well. I think she knows.
She wants the story.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, she wants the story.
arc, and even if they don't work out, but she also doesn't want to be thoroughly humiliated though.
Yeah.
And that's the part where I'm not sure how she's going to play it. If she's going to think he could come back with somebody, or even if he doesn't, he's going to have done a madness.
Yeah.
So should I just take somebody anyway? She may,
Yeah.
If I was her, I would, for the sake of
Yeah.
it. But then you never know. They may switch it, and then he's vulnerable and he gets dropped, and you're like, I still wanted to be with him.
I mean, the only other thing about Harry is that with all of his nonsense, it's great television. It's great television.
Because without him, well, he's a walking disaster. Yeah. All right,
and we love a car crash.
Yes.
So Andrada pulls Ben.
Well, no. See, this is when Dejon, I think, turned into a bitch.
Yes, sorry. I'm skipping.
It was one thing telling him, like, calm down, and Tommy jumping in and being like, it's all right. We got time.
Yeah.
We got time.
Relax.
Fair to say that. But when he got up, like he was in a huff,
went to go and speak to his partner.
Basically, I got to tell the Mrs. Harry, Dirty Harry, what took place. And you know she's right there and can hear everything, and you're complaining about it like it was just disrespectful. And then when she came over, I was like, "No, this is a bit bitchy. This is a bitch move now. Like you've
calling her over,
come back,
and
go and talk to him. You should tell him about himself." I was like, "Oh, come on."
For somebody that's concerned about their Meg, like you're getting a little bit inner. You're doing a little bit too much. But and the thing is as well, it's almost like Andrada got sent out there, like I sent out you. Like,
she absolutely did.
Like, go and pull him and tell him about himself. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna pull him and tell him about himself. So then she goes off, and the thing is, I genuinely think that Andrada is torn. So I genuinely think like she does like Ben, but she also does like Dejon. But she knows Dejon is an F-boy.
Yeah.
But this is the thing sometimes with women where you think that you can be the one to change them. And I think that will be her downfall if she has that mindset.
See, I don't know. I think she does like Ben. I think she is truly playing this game in the fullness of the episode because it developed more as we saw more of her. But I think she was literally like, I'm going to talk to Ben. Ben is probably who I'm going to settle with. I'm going to add in a little bit more drama because it's looking like Dejon likes me. But I know I'm not going for Dejon. I'm going to put it on Ben. I think that's her plan. I'll run with it. As I said, from when she came in, she looked like Dejon's type.
Yeah.
Like big bums. Yeah. It's not a bum like that. It's hippie. But, but yes, she has curves. So, there's all different types of curves. She's got curves. I just knew that's the type of girl he would like.
Yeah.
Because she's kind of similar frame to Meg. And two of the girls that have done videos about him again, very similar girls. So she would know that too. She's been watching.
Yeah.
I think she's just playing the game.
I think you're right. And then we had Gio actually ask Yasmin the nice way, can we share a bed tonight?
Yes.
Which I think was a nice punctuation to a nice way to end that scene of like, this is how it actually should be done. Not like a crazed, desperate bastard like Ben. But anyway, and so the whole kind of sleeping arrangements thing, Dejon is like, I'm keeping it respectful to my Meg. So he's like, I'm not sleeping with anybody. And then Harry is on the same thing. And I think what was nice is that Harry and Dejon for the first time actually got what they wanted. They got to sleep with each other.
Basically.
Because we know that they're the real couple.
They absolutely are for life.
So Harry and Dejon were on the day bed having their first night together, which was nice. I'm happy for them.
I think they enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did. In the chat, I think earlier, or maybe it was in our group, somebody was saying that they don't think Dejon would have stayed outside if Harry wasn't doing that as well.
No, I think he would have.
I think so as well.
I absolutely think he would have. Like, he knows, like, you can only do so much in it. So I can kiss girls in the challenge.
Yep.
I can even be like, yes, I had an attraction to them because I'm open.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's maintaining that. Very open.
But if you sleep in the bed with her, I know in his head, he's like, my speech doesn't extend that far.
Yeah.
Like, I can't bring it back.
Or if he's gonna do it, then I will then pivot to he's taken a new girl in.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
does that, I think he knows enough, seen what happened with Ramel. He will be like, if he sleeps next to anybody, I think then he's gonna be like, I'm recoupling with them. But really, Blythe says Harry is only loyal by default. His ex won't rekindle, and everyone else is paired off. Basically, again, for real, who? Oh no, Rio. Who was Rio next to then?
Oh, I can't remember.
He could have slept next to
Yeah,
Rio.
but
Harry was just being extra because I really was like, Harry, come on now.
you don't really like her.
Flipping alley cat Helena.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't care if you slept next to a
Yeah.
girl. She's probably expecting it. Well, there you
He's
go.
doing that for the audience. And
Emma. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to show you that I can be the person that I wasn't when I was with you. Like,
but you've been that person in the yard. Like,
when they were having the chat and she was like, the boundaries, Harry, bringing girls into... I was like, oh boy.
Listen, hang on, is that next?
No, I've just jumped because it came into my head. Where are we now?
KW says Rio is boring. I mean,
she is.
We ain't seen her, but each time we did see her, and when she was speaking, what did she say? She said something. I was like, tell your face that. Something like she wants love or she was happy or something. It was like,
you're right. She does look kind of angry.
It was just very monotone when she was talking to Harry. I was like, okay, you're probably not into this. We know he ain't into you. But, you know, every year there's one or two women that we don't see. That's how it goes.
Here's what it is.
Yeah.
So we go to the morning.
Yes.
But in the night, I think we saw Tommy and Lucy kissing.
Gio and Yaz. And we ain't really seen Tommy and Emily lip sync
Emily
like that.
never got the loving like that.
I was like, rah.
Emily never got the loving like that.
Did even Megan?
I don't even think you know what the thing is that, let's be honest, Megan was keeping Tommy around.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He liked her.
He liked her. Dog. But she wasn't like, oh, and to be fair, she said it, like the whole sexual attraction thing. So yeah, so they weren't even going on like that. But yeah, Tommy was doing bits of Lucy the way that Emily would like Tommy to be doing bits of her. But
basically, he ain't doing that. He's talking about, I can take you out to my mum. You're so respectful. You're so nice. Lovely girl. Nobody wants to be spoken about.
And
like that.
Harrison and Lauren, of course, but they haven't stopped kissing.
No. They are basically boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
And again, we didn't see Harrison doing this with Tony, which is really sad. I feel sorry for her because she still likes the kid.
It is what it is.
Yes.
It is what it is. So back to the villa, and finally the boys arrive.
Yes, the girls get the text that they must get dressed. They must get dressed and put on your bikinis and your face so that you don't look like you've been sleeping.
Can you imagine the boys coming in and they were in their pajamas?
That would have been hilarious. They would have screamed.
I would have loved that. I would have loved that. I would have loved that. So, and then you got Tony giving the girls a pep talk saying, you know, time to stop being mugs, leave those dusty boys behind, may the best woman win. And then really cringy Casa chants. And then if for magic, the boys walk in to the villa.
What did the boy say when he got there? Was it where the girls at? That was cringy.
Equally cringy.
Yes, that was very cringy. That was unnecessary chat from them.
So the boys introduced themselves.
Yes.
Boris went straight in with Shakira.
Literally, is of the boys introducing themselves, the only notes I have is Boris claimed Shakira straight away, and because he's from Slovenia and my name is Boris.
My name Boris.
I would be scared of him if I was the guys. I'd let him have it.
Shakira, I take you back to country. You be my wife. You make good Eastern European food for me. I like, you like. I crash bear for you.
Basically. It's like, he was a bit scary.
Now, the thing is, not even trying to judge anybody out here, but like I was just looking at man's tats and I was like, no, you're part of a gang.
Yes,
like,
well, it looks like it. It just reminded me of the Wire when they had the Eastern European Sergio. And he was like, everybody's called Boris.
I was actually thinking of Top Boy that season when they went up against the Albanians.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, he could be a part of them.
No, I was like, Boris, you can have Shakira, you can have any of them. Take your pick. You pick first, Boris, and then we'll go afterwards if I was the guys.
But then we flip back to Casa, and it's Connor and Emma. Now, I think Connor likes Emma, But I think Connor also likes the idea of pissing Harry off.
I
and
think
I
it's
think
a
he likes that
duel like
slightly
that.
more.
Yes,
just
yeah,
slightly more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, Connor is a Yasmin, in it. He's attracted to her.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, okay, I could like her.
Yeah.
But I think equally he could be like, I could like Rio.
Mhm.
Like, just for, or even Lauren, because she lips there too. But this is giving him a little bit more vim to chase after Emma, to piss Harry off. Because really, Connor is probably going to try and hit it off with Shakira as well. Like, so he's just playing.
Yeah.
But I do actually think that Emma is also just playing as well. And she knows that she's witnessed that Connor will piss off Harry.
Yes.
So they're all in it together for Harry's humiliation ritual. They're all part of it. They're happy for it to take place. And I don't mind it at all.
I think it's going to be well deserved.
Yes.
But then also there's a small part of me that is like, Harry's going to play the long game. Yeah. And then eventually there's going to be a moment between Emma and Harry where it was like, shall we do this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's coming.
Yeah.
And they could win.
Yeah. Can you? Oh, no.
They could win.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. We're gonna. It's a modern day love story.
That's insane. Harry and Emma winning Love Island. That's insane.
Yeah,
mate. That's insane. So we got Tommy and Lucy, and she asks, you know what's a red flag for me? Yeah, when they ask so early, like if you had to pick now, it's like, rude girl. Like, I've known you for a night.
Yeah, but they ain't got long.
Yeah,
you got it.
It just seems crazy to me.
You got to get the validation as you go along.
Yeah. So basically, she forces his hand. She's like, is there a better connection between me and you, or you and Emily? And he's like, look, I've got a good connection with Emily, but I can't lie. The sexual chemistry and tension that I'm having with you, it's not there with that one.
Yes.
Like,
and
we can understand that.
They did bits. He backtracked on it, but I was like, it's Tommy. Tommy probably isn't lying. I don't think they just lips.
Who?
Tommy and Lucy. They definitely touched. He was like,
oh yeah,
you had me all, and I was like, yeah, you were touching bits, basically. Yeah, he did some stuff.
Yeah.
He did stuff that I don't think Emily is going to forgive already.
Listen, Emily she's gonna go on like a lemur.
Yeah.
Like, she's gonna absolutely go like a lemur. She's like,
you did what, Tommy?
If you went away that easy, then you were never mine in the first place.
Absolutely not. What did you do? Did you touch her? Yeah, she's gonna be pissed.
Who knew you could do such a good Welsh accent? Like, who knew? So Harry and Emma are talking. He says that, it's nice that she's in here. He doesn't really want her to feel awkward around him. And she's like equally like she doesn't want to hurt his feelings, but she will be putting herself forward, putting herself first.
Yes.
And then they start to talk. We get some backstory.
I feel it was a huge edit.
Yes.
What we needed a back and forth before we got to the details, and they were like pleasantries to you brought girls to the house. It was like,
but there was something that I clocked where she was like, you knew the rules.
Yes. Open relationship.
100%.
Yes, definitely.
100%.
I was getting those vibes. They had so he's if you know him in it, you'd know. Okay, so he's gonna get his willy wet from time to time. Cool. But there's rules to this, isn't it? You don't bring him into our house.
Which is fair.
Harry. It's dirty Harry. He has to, because it would be too easy to just be allowed to shag about.
Yeah.
It's like I still have to bend.
Yeah, I've got to bend the rules. I've got to bend the rules.
So yeah, I have to violate our space, because then it becomes exciting. He probably has a sex addiction.
Bastard.
He is. He's an arsehole.
She calls him a habitual boundary crosser.
Liar.
Basically. Yeah. But then also the ending of it, where she essentially says, the reason why they're not together is not because they don't love each other, but it's because of his boundary crossing.
Yes.
So that already is like signal.
Yeah. I love you, I love you,
Mhm.
but you have to be humiliated.
Yeah.
So even the thing of him being like, but when I wrote to you, I said that I was always here for you
Mhm.
years ago. And she was like, months ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, months ago. February.
Yeah.
Oh, was it February? It's
February.
like, Harry,
Yeah.
you can't stop lying.
At all.
You literally can't
You know
stop.
what I just realized? So in All Stars, who was it that's got the spray on hair that he slicks back? Is it
Ronnie and Harriet.
That's the storyline we're getting again.
Literally in my notes, I have this is Ronnie and Harriet, but an actual relationship. They
Yeah.
actually are a couple,
Yeah.
and they will do this dance. But at this moment in time, Emma wants to thoroughly humiliate him.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna have to watch her basically getting a little bit of a piping from a black man. I think
Get your mouth out the gutter.
I think that is what Emma wants Harry to be humiliated by. I think Harry is gonna have to witness her getting wind up by Connor. Connor may even take her in, and he's gonna have to watch that take place, go through the humiliation, and then he's gonna get his girl back.
Mate, it's a lot.
And then they're gonna win.
It's a lot. Please don't let them win. Ben and Andrada. Do you know what? It was in this moment I was like, she's a smart girl.
Yeah. She ain't ditzy.
She ain't ditzy.
Nah.
I like that.
She's not
Yeah.
too much like
Yeah.
she's playing it like Yasmin a bit, but she also has her faculties about her.
Yes,
definitely.
So she tells Ben basically, you sabotaged yourself because you saw me talking to Dejon, and you just lost your mind a little bit, which basically was like, yeah.
I think, but he didn't admit it. But
No,
I think that is precisely what happened.
Yeah. He knows it. But then also what I got from that is it confirmed of like where I was like, okay, you're not stupid. Is she's like, she knows she's not safe with Dejon. Like you can't put your eggs in the Dejon basket.
Absolutely not. Because he'll even, I feel like Dejon could do sly bits with you and still be like,
yeah,
I had to explore the connection.
Of course.
Obviously, I said this. I need everything. I'm looking for a life partner out of this. So, but I'm sticking with my mate. And he will feel no way.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh no.
What?
Sibster said Boris is criminal.
Do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. Like I don't, when you're like, I don't even want to judge people like this. But I just remember just looking at him like, I'm sure probably one of those tattoos means that you've killed somebody. like one of them is an initiation tattoo. Like, it's just
Boris.
Yeah, no,
Boris can have all women.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Harrison and Lauren.
Again.
Oh, the desperation. Like, my man fancies the pants off this girl.
And her 10 heads.
And yeah.
It is. I see it now. I don't know. When her hair's down, it's obvious, but it's not as obvious. But when her hair was back, I literally was like,
it's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Mate.
Yeah. But then again, it's
they like it. They like each other, in it. Really.
They like each other, and he's there saying like, "I like you, but I don't want to be disrespectful." My brother, it's too late.
You have absolutely been disrespectful
For somebody that
is taking place.
Doesn't want to be disrespectful. You are very quick at being disrespectful.
Yes, and even Tony has said this in how he carried on with Helena. It's like, you've even done more. So obviously, this is disrespectful. Like, just do your thing in it. Just bring the girl back. Just say, I met the one.
Yeah.
I met a sweet one over there. She is absolutely my vibe. He's always said he likes a brunette, greeny eyes, tanned. She's that, innit? She's got a big forehead. That's
Lanzel Jr. said Harrison finally got the good in Casa. Do you think he did it?
I think he may have got close and he may get it while he's there all this week. They've been on each other from jump. And even the way she was saying about how she's feeling, like, I'm feeling scared. I was thinking, you done some bits. So now you're like, you can't just have used me like this and then you're going to go back to Tony. But they can and they will. But I think he's going to take her back there.
Yeah, he's taking her back. That's without a shadow of a doubt. And then we've got Dejon and Andrada.
Mm-hmm.
Man's like, I want to explore, but still be respectful. The sexual chemistry is undeniable, and obviously he's doing this while he's looking in your eyes. This is the Dejon MO.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I want to explore. The sexual chemistry is undeniable.
Yeah, it's always there.
You're trouble, aren't you? And you got to say all of that whilst you're looking bang in the eyes.
Yes.
Basically just stringing her along. But she is also not necessarily buying it either. And she says it to him, which is like, you actually think you're so slick.
Yes.
So she sees what he's doing.
That's when I was like, I like this girl.
She was like, you're calling. She goes, yo, you're playing it so right.
Yes.
So I was like, all right.
See, while she's like just touching his shoulders,
Yeah.
literally like, oh no, she's a smart one.
Yeah.
She sees all of this because it's true. What you're saying is okay to say because you're maintaining that you're open, and her stopping short of being like what Billikis was saying, but then you play with the person and you go back. It's just but you're open, so you can do all of this. And I was just like, there, she's a smart one. I like her. I like her.
Yep. Back to the villa. Tai pulls Shakira for a chat. Two Northerners just getting along.
They're cute.
They were cute.
Although getting friend vibes.
I kind of get that. I can't see Tai sticking around. I'm not sure why she found going for walks so funny as a first date. I was like, what's wrong with that?
Well, we're middle aged, so she's 22. At 22,
I would have gone for walks at 22.
No, come on.
What do you mean? I was going for walks at 22. Think back to when I was 22. Was I not going for walks?
Yeah, but people were calling you granddad.
You're rude. Anyway.
They were.
Anyway. But yeah, so Shakira and Tai, they have a little chat. There's not much going on there.
No. Banter. They look cute. I don't know how, or maybe they are saying it to him in life, but he looks like Harry. And he looks like Tom.
He looks like a nicer version of Harry, though.
But it's like it's the same guy again, and she's sitting next to him. I was literally like, this is just a repeat, just with a Northerner.
Yeah.
But I like him. I actually do want him to come into the villa, but I don't know who with. I don't know. I wouldn't mind
to Meg later, but I can't see that. That was giving very much brother-sister vibes.
Nah. Meg is
she needs some coffee.
Yeah. She likes a bit of melanin.
Where we got? So Jamie talks to Yaz and Tony, and basically Yaz does Yaz. Yeah. So he's sitting a little bit kind of apart from them, and she's like, come and sit closer. And then he ends up sitting in the middle of them. And just within a matter of like, so they do the usual chit chat. And then before you know it, she's like, because I've got to have like sexual chemistry. If I've got to want to rip your clothes off. How many people clothes do you want to rip off?
Isn't that what Tony asked?
Yes.
How many people have you kissed? And it was basically everybody, including Gio, but she hadn't kissed Gio outside of a game.
Yeah.
So that's it. But Yaz sees somebody and she has to lips them.
Yeah.
And we witnessed it. And I really was like, come on now. Is anybody ever going to take this girl serious?
Do you know, it's like, I understand the cost of living has made the price of everything rise. But also, has it made the cost of shame so expensive that nobody can afford it?
The girl doesn't care. I'm literally like, Yasmin, really? Like, your parents have to... So now, let's say your parents are coming in. Are her parents gonna do the obligatory talk when they're like, I'm so proud of you.
So proud of you.
Your nan's watch it. Like, is she gonna be able to have that talk? Is anybody coming in for Yaz and they're gonna say, I'm so proud of you?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll say you've been hella entertaining.
Yeah.
But at this moment in time, can we get more out of you other than I need sexual chemistry, I need to want to rip your clothes off, and let's experiment now, right away.
Every day. It's
a lot, yes.
Are we not tired?
No, her mouth obviously isn't.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Then we moved to Martin and Billikis. I called it at the start.
You did.
I called it when they were doing the slow-mo walk. I said that one's for
Marin is for Billikis, and I was like, nah, I think it's gonna be Jamie. I just thought the light skin one was I called it. But
Can we talk about how
Mhm.
Martin was talking?
What, London?
Yeah. No, it was more. It was more. It was just like, it was like he had marbles in his mouth or something.
Yeah, you just sounded like a young Londoner.
Mate.
It was-
Maybe
I need
am
to
that
hear
age,
him more
yeah.
because then I can imitate it. I can't think how it was
Mm.
now, but yeah, you know, what was he asking about?
They were
Languages.
talking about love languages, and again, it's just like this dating is actually quite tiresome, isn't it?
Well, it's podcast chat. He's seen people talking about it on a podcast, and he decided that he was going to be like, so it's a girl. She probably likes love languages. I'm sure he probably started it off with, "Are you into star signs? Do you like crystals?"
No. He probably started with it. So what do you bring to the table?
Oh, good grief. Do you want to go 50-50? But
Oh, dear.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, no,
Either
100%,
way,
100%.
I'm here
Yeah.
for her being celebrated. I want the breakfast to take place. I want him to graft her to get in and stay grafting.
But I also don't want him to be a stupid boy. Like, I just want to see a nice couple.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Didn't somebody tell us in the chat that he's someone's brethren that had been on it? Was it Ellen?
Oh, Dammy.
Or,
I think
no,
somebody said he's Dammy's.
Was it Dammy's friend? No, I thought it was Ellen's friend. No, Deji's friend.
Deji.
And Deji said that he does like melanin.
Yeah.
Yes. So
we'll see.
And Deji went for India.
I thought that was Dammy in India.
So they recoupled, both of them did when they did their Casa. India,
but India right
Deji.
Now is with Dammy.
Yes.
They and then Deji was the other Nigerian Irish boy.
No, he's a Londoner, but he's Nigerian.
I don't remember.
No, the other one, you're thinking of Marin. Tanya brought him back.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
No, Alice said no, it's Cash. That is Deji's friend.
Right, okay. Cool. All right, so that conversation was dead. We're moving on.
Let's see. Maybe Cash, we ain't seen him too much. Maybe Cash is going to try and go for Billicus as well. I would appreciate her being fought over. I'd like that.
Cash is not going for Billicus. I'm just letting you know that now.
Okay.
But anyway, just remember I told you there. Okay. Remember I told you. Okay. Boris and Tony. You know this scene, right? It reminded me of those like 90s American espionage movies where the American woman gets seduced by the guy, and then basically he just is trying to get to her for American Secret Service things.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, Tony, if you go to this man's country, you're never going home. You're never leaving.
But I could see their quirks. I could see it.
I see what you're saying, but then
I
thought the same thing. But then again, my mind went straight to like, no, you cannot mess with this man because you will never see your family again.
Listen, Harrison is going on crazy. Would you not want to go back into the villa with Boris?
Do you know what?
I would absolutely, just for the sake of it, I'm taking
Harrison's face.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, oh. Okay.
He's like, and then Boris will be, so you, Harrison, you mess with my Tony. Now I make your life hell.
I crush your soul.
I crush you.
No, Tony needs to take. If Boris is having it,
I'm here for Boris.
To be fair, Boris can have who he wants.
Yeah.
But
Boris takes.
I think she should take Boris back in. Definitely.
So we were talking about Cash. Helena took him to the terrace.
Of course. He missed a moment though. He needed to say to her, should we not be going to the hideaway? It's literally like, come on, this is writing itself.
Yeah. But even when they were going up there and they were talking about Giorgio saying about how he was nice and sensible, and then she was like, yeah, I like to be manipulated.
Yeah.
And then she laughed it off as a joke, and it was like, no,
I think that is the guy. And she also said, you know, I love a narcissist.
Yeah, you do.
I think you do like a bastard.
Probably one of the most honest moments in there. It's like you do. Yeah. At least you know. But so they go up, they're having a chat. She asks him for his top three. He's like, nah, man's gonna stay mysterious. She says the same thing. But you could see that there's this little kind of chemistry brewing between the two of them.
Basically called her a sket.
He did.
He did. Literally like,
he did.
Helena, stop laughing when people are basically saying you're only good for a good
He's like,
time.
if I saw you on a night out, I'd laugh and joke with you, but
I'm not taking you to see my mum. It's basically how
you're not even getting
the rest of the sentence goes.
She's not even going back to his flat.
Nah.
Like that's like car park.
I was like, this isn't banter. He's
Yeah.
basically just telling you you're a bit of a bite.
Yeah.
I was like, this is rude.
Yeah.
But she seemed to like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What can I say?
It's Helena, isn't it? Then we got Meg talking to Tai. Again, like I said earlier on, this was giving like very brother sister filler content.
Yeah.
You know, she's talking about all the guys, they're all lovely, nice to look at. And then almost like when she was talking and saying how she was settled, it was like, you're saying this to convince yourself. Like, oh, I'm settled, I picked D, and it's just that. And then the whole thing of like wanting Tess, and I was like, woman, shut up.
She was just lying. And I do like Tai for picking apart what she was saying.
Yeah.
When she was saying like he's had all of his tests. So, you know, I don't want to be closed off yet because I haven't had a test. And he was like, oh, you guys have had that conversation.
Mhm.
Well, no, we haven't. I'm just saying. And it was just like, Meg, who are you lying to? This dude isn't silly. I like him. I like him for just pulling apart her nonsense. If you want to be delusional, you stay with that. Don't try and spread that around the place like, oh, now you want a little test. You want to be closed off with him. He doesn't want to be closed. That's basically
that's where it goes down to.
Tall and short of it.
Some comments.
But yeah, I'm getting no vibes from those two. Anyway.
No.
He was just chatting to her.
That was just a moment.
Yeah.
Bookie Sonobi. That's a new name.
Think so. Hello,
welcome
Bookie.
to the family. Please click like and subscribe on your way in.
Please.
Bookie says, I actually loved Tony and Boris.
I do.
Super villain couple vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is exactly it.
Yeah.
They could.
You're right.
You can just see them sitting there plotting.
Yeah.
Like, and I do think that they will have fun. There's something about them. Remember, I kept on saying Tony needs somebody different.
Yes. Yeah.
He occupies that space.
He definitely does.
Like, you know.
Sibs the Jim Jam says, I thought Boris was going to choke her out. And Tony would have loved it.
So those two, I don't know,
Yeah.
they're going to be a vibe.
Yeah. I mean, you're
If
right.
they get it together,
Yeah.
I just think those two could be a vibe. Like, I just think he's different. He's gonna make us laugh anyway.
It could be interesting to watch. Helena is really sad, says Alice Salone. Lanzel says, after Helena can't trust flight attendants.
Somebody in the chat did say that flight attendants have a really bad reputation.
Somebody went in on flight attendants.
Said that they sleep around.
Oh gosh. Curly Ann says Helena is on Ben's level of intelligence. That's wild. That's really wild.
I hear you.
That too. Meg is actually boring, says Inner Greek. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She really is. She's either in people's business or she has nothing to talk about.
Oh my gosh. KW said, I have seen tweets asking why there are so many immigrants in there when it's Love Island UK. Oh, how they hate to see their women choosing black men over white women.
Boy, this is how it goes, isn't it?
Do you know what can you do in it? What can you do? It's like
they're probably still pissed over Poppy and Caprice.
Yeah.
So they're just pissed. Such is life, boy. Walk down the high street. That's what's out here.
Raymond McCarthy. That's
definitely a new name.
Welcome to the family, Raymond. Raymond says, don't hate Shakira and Tai. They are perfect for each other.
No, I just think that they're going to be brethrens. I wasn't getting a spark from her. I don't know. I wouldn't mind it, but I wasn't getting, because Shakira is very good at talking.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't know. Let's see where she goes, but I'm not sure if I wouldn't mind it though. If they are the couple and he gets back in, I think he will be a good addition either way.
So Helena gets a text.
Mm-hmm.
It is the start of the game between the two villas called Raunchy Races. And we cut to Casa where Dejon, I don't know if you caught this, Dejon says he hopes the game is just him kissing Andrada.
Yes, I did.
Useless imbecile.
He knows that in games is when he can get his little sordid
Yeah,
hits.
basically,
So,
yeah.
you know, he's
Yeah.
up for that. I guess he's staking his claim that this is the
Yeah.
one that he truly likes.
Nice, yeah. So
And him and Ben aren't friends, but
Yeah.
Ben
will do what he's gonna do regardless.
I think Ben likes
Yeah.
her anyway, and they have built up a something where she's saying, I do like you too. So I think Ben should go for it. Really.
Brilliant. Oh, we've got Kweku Abwaji. He says, Nana, I just want to say you're a great content creator.
Oh,
I love your opinions, both on here and your aunties could never.
Thank you. Thank you,
Take your
Kweku.
flowers, young woman.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Dejon, yeah, so Dejon says he hopes the game is just him kissing Andrada. And then we got Harrison forcing Tommy to again answer the question of right now, if you had to couple up with Lucy or Emily, who would you pick? And again, he creates another movie night moment. And he says, I would pick Lucy.
He likes Lucy.
Just another movie.
He ain't even
moment.
thinking about
he doesn't care about
Emily.
He does not care about Emily. He does not care about Emily. So we got the game. So we got a load of different rounds where they have to snog and kiss and whatnot have you. So the first one is the tallest boy has to snog the girl that they fancy the most. So it was Harrison and Lauren in Casa, and it was Emma and Connor in
I'm trying to see.
I can't remember. Anyway, Harrison and Lauren won that one basically. And then you had the oldest girl had to lick the 6-pack of the finest boy. That was Emma and Connor that won that one. Didn't get that one.
Yes. And Helena, is that when she licked Jamie?
Yes. Yeah. Boy with the most tats has to kiss the girl that's relationship material. And Dejon picked Andrada.
Of course he did. He loves her. Who did Boris?
Emily. I can see how Emily would be relationship material to Boris, because you want that wife that's just going to sit there and say nothing.
Well, be barefoot and pregnant.
Basically.
Bring me my dinner, woman. No, I want him with Tony. Let's see.
And then, so when it's announced that it's Dejon and Andrada, Meg makes a comment. To which, Shakira makes a comment talking about when Dejon comes back or something or other.
Yeah, when Dejon comes back from a date, it's hell to pay because of Meg.
Yes. And then she's like, shut up.
Yeah, she didn't like that. She didn't like that comment. She didn't find it funny.
And then Shakira told her to grow up.
Basically, you proved her point.
Yeah.
You can't handle any shit that has anything to do with Dejon. You can't even take it as a joke. Just pure banter. Meg is so highly strung.
Yeah. Then we got the girl whose name starts with the first letter of alphabet, with the boy whose name starts with the last letter of the alphabet. So that was Andrada. Initially on Harrison, but it should have been Tommy.
Yeah.
So they kind of lost that one. So it went to Billy Kiss on Tai. Then it was the boy with the biggest feet. So it was Harrison and Lauren, and then Cache and Shakira, and it was Cache and Shakira that won. And then it was the oldest boy lipsing the girl that he liked. So that was Harry and Emma, who basically lost it for Casa because they fell in love in their kiss.
They kissed for too long. They were lips in.
But you see how Dejon was pissed as well?
You saw Harry was like, I have wanted to kiss this girl for a long time.
Since February.
He was like, I am going to feel her body and go for it.
Yeah.
And he did. As he did earlier on when he said, sorry guys, all I'm saying is Emma is the best looking girl in here. It's like, bro, you just love her. Because I wouldn't say that she is the best looking girl.
But
she's pretty. But to him.
Is to him.
Yeah.
She is to him. So the strongest boy then has to do squats with a girl of his picking. Dejon picks Andrada again.
Of course.
And they win. At this point, Meg is about to explode.
Yes. Martin and Billikis would have won if Billikis was in a better dress, but I think she was scared that her dress was going to go.
Okay.
So it took her a while to get on top properly.
And And then all of the islanders have to kiss somebody.
That was nonsense, but
Yeah.
still not as bad as USA.
Yeah.
But I just don't like seeing that.
No. Yeah.
And obviously somebody's going to be left over because there's only 6.
And so it was Tommy and Helena, and then they had to kiss extra people. But either way, Casa won that. And then it was the oldest boy kissing the girl that they're most attracted to. So in Casa, that was Harry and Rio. In the villa, that was Chris and Shakira. The villa won.
I had forgotten about Chris.
Yes.
Until he got up and had to do that.
I was like,
and I was
who is
like,
this guy?
oh, yes, there was that bloke with the pepper grain on his chest.
Yeah.
He's around. Okay. So he also likes Shakira.
Yeah.
It seems like everybody likes Shakira.
Then there was Dejon and Andrada again, but I haven't written down what that challenge was. But either way, they lost. And Meg and Jamie won that one. I think that was when Meg, because Meg kissed Jamie as well, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but I can't remember what it was for. But
that was the 2 that have a birthday
in September.
September.
That's it, yes. And then you kiss the person you like. So now if Jamie, as I was saying earlier on, if Jamie is smart, you will be like, if I've got game, I can
chip away.
I can chip away. But you got to work fast. And then we've got the youngest boy. So it was Martin and Billikis and Tommy and Lucy. Martin and Billikis won. But the overall winners were the villa. They got the party.
Yes. A few cocktails.
Yeah.
Great
party. But then the main bit after that is Dejon sitting down with Andrada. I feel like tomorrow we could still see a kiss.
They could have an outside of a challenge moment, definitely, because he seems to be quite smitten with her. Basically, he basically said, "You got it all.
Yeah,
you're beautiful. You got brains. You got it all. You're what I'm after." He was lamenting that he kind of is feeling the girl. I still don't think she's taking it serious because she wasn't giving much back to him. This was Dejon just talking.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, you're playing it well, girl. But he looked like he was feeling it, like he may hop into her bed. So
we shall see
how it goes. And also on their side, they should play some other types of games, really. Should they not? Should the girls, in effect, should do their truth or dare? That should be tomorrow. Let's see how it develops.
Let's take some comments. KW, it says Kwaku 100% again. So another one giving you your flowers.
Thank you.
Lazel Jr. says, yes, she is. And me and my mum say so as well. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Lady M says, yes, Shakira has good interpersonal skills. She had to from the first night they landed her in it. And she had to get to know the men fast.
Yeah.
I feel like she can talk to anyone. Agreed. Yeah. Sibster says the new boys are stiff. I would agree.
That's why I was thinking like they need a minute to get into it. It's not fair that they had left time. I don't think that's fair. Right, let's see.
Lanzel said Harrison being the tallest boy. That was a surprise.
Same.
It was. It
And
really was. I was like, what?
I was totally like, huh? I really did think it was going to be Dejon.
Yeah.
So I was like, is Harrison really that tall? But maybe he is.
OMFG Google says Shakira was trolling Meg, and she did it brilliantly.
Yes.
We were here.
More of that.
Yeah. Blythe says, I love how the game turns into a competition of who's having more fun in Casa. Ava J says, Sibster, if Shakira doesn't act like she's having fun, the public will turn on her worse than they did before. Sad, really.
Basically, is how it goes. She can't be sad.
Yeah. Sibster says Emily is easy prey for Boris. Like she she doesn't have a say in it. If Boris wants, Boris takes.
Does anybody truly? Boris needs to put it on Meg. Let's see how Meg handles it.
Lanzel says, do we think the producers fix it because Dejon kissed Andrada but let Megan have that?
To hear. It could be, because then you know who that other person went for. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean, he didn't seem phased though.
Yeah.
He seems to. He's thinking about Andrada's batty. He's moved on.
Paul says, yes, I'm also surprised Harrison is the tallest. Pastiche. That is definitely a new name.
Yes.
Welcome to the family.
Yes. Pastiche.
Are they still in Casa now?
Yeah, they
I
are.
believe so.
Yeah.
How long does Casa last?
It's like 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they've not got long
3 or
then.
4. No, that's why you got.
So we pretty much got what tomorrow's episode, and then
I think it's like 3 nights. Like you
Yeah.
got to move fast because
Yeah.
you don't have long
yeah,
to really secure
Yeah.
somebody, especially if you have like a swap around
yeah,
for a night. Like so, yeah, these guys they got to work. And the Casa boys, I think they do need to get into gear. If you're gonna get back in,
yeah.
you better start.
You got to graft.
Yeah, you got to do some lines.
Sibster says, "How is Rio getting no food?" I think that's self-explanatory.
I think she's pretty, but when we saw her talking with Harry, I wasn't getting that she has much of a personality though. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
Lanzel Jr. said, "Sibster, she is starving right now. She needs food stamps." Wow. Sibster says Harry and Emma were too long. Yeah, they messed it up because they just fell in love in that kiss.
Basically.
Lanzel said Harry had to kiss for the letter he wrote. Basically. Yeah. KW says, how have been expecting these boys to act correctly when they don't even know the alphabet? True.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ava J says Rio is the prettiest person in there.
I think so. Trying to think of everybody's faces. I think so. I think it's Rio, Emma, Yaz. No, Emma. Maybe Yaz before her, because Yaz with her hair back, she was beautiful. I really liked her slick back hair.
Yeah.
Yaz.
In
Lucy,
Casa, yeah.
I don't know what she looks like because she has so much makeup on.
And I think Sibster agrees as well. Maybe I need to look at Rio again.
No, Rio was pretty. I thought they were all how they were going on for Lauren, which I don't understand why they were all like Lauren is great. I don't know. I thought they would have been like that for Rio.
Yeah.
But they weren't.
Ava J says it's looking like Rio is a bit too classy for them. I keep saying it. I don't know where they got the cast from this year. I'm not seeing what people are saying, but
I feel you. I feel you. Yeah.
Like, I'm really not seeing this. Sibs is like, it's shocking. It's not even close. She's the prettiest girl.
She is the prettiest girl.
Wow.
Definitely is. And because she is a bit more classy and reserved, I did think Gio was gonna talk to her more. But they always say they're usually talking to 2 girls and we only see one. So he may be talking to Rio.
Yeah. Maya Dorami says Dejon being a tease as always. Dejon is doing what Dejon does. KW says I don't think Dejon will risk the 25k on a kiss. I think he might falter.
I feel like she may have a little bit of charm on her and a bit of skills. He may do it thinking I'm just gonna live a little and take the wrath.
But as I said, if Dejon makes it out of here and the 2 of them are still together, I will not sit on this live stream and badmouth them anymore.
Oh yeah, you said that. Then
I have to respect. I didn't say couple goals. Respect yourself. But I will just leave them in the corner. I'll be like, all right, you guys go do your thing because do you know what I mean? But we'll see.
No, I want the twist to be that each side, the Casas, have to pick one just for the day, and one person has to go home because it doesn't make sense that they didn't bring in 7. Somebody needs to just leave before they go back. Please give us a twist. In the beginning, Maya said this season was going to be full of twists and turns. So far, we ain't had that. Where's the twists and turns?
No, I was going to say. Blythe also says the Casa boys are less charismatic on purpose. Production wants Harry at the center of the triangle, now square, to be the focus of this show, sadly.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying. It is. But let's see. We've only just seen them. They may kick into gear.
Yeah.
May get it together.
But yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
Off topic, but does anyone know if the Islanders have access to social media or are they not allowed? I believe they're not allowed.
They're not allowed any socials. The only way they would know anything is through producers, and they only give them an insight when it's like big controversy that they've caused. Other than that, from what they say, they don't know anything.
My address says there's more chance of Meg losing her mind and making Dejon Teddy 2.0 than Dejon blowing the game. I think you're right.
That would, I know we wanted it, but they're almost so considered, like they've had a full-on conversation about this game and how they're going to play it. But let's see. You never know. Maybe they will give us a Faye moment and somebody's going to stomp around.
If we're going to get it, it's going to be from Meg.
Or Helena.
I don't even think Helena's really got it in her, you know. I don't think she's got it in her. She will just kind of like suck it up.
Yeah, and just laugh it off.
Yeah, be like, oh, well, you know. Lady M is going to write to the ITV producers and tell them to play Shakadimas and Pliers. Tease me, tease me, tease me, tease me, baby. On Dejon's exit song.
Exactly, they should. They should. That would be perfect.
That sums him up.
I just want him to exit so soon.
Yeah, I think it's coming. I think it's coming. And on that note, I think we need to make our exit.
Yes. We are out of here. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have all liked this. There is like 140 of you in here. Please do like this vid, share it as well, and subscribe. Guys, we asked you lot to subscribe. We were on our road to 2K and you got us there. And then there's even more. It's like we're over 2,000 now. Yeah. And so now we're on the road to 3K. We could get there if you lot subscribed. And we have lots of different content coming as well. Yes.
Oh, we were supposed to play the...
Have you got the sample? Yeah, play it.
Okay.
But we're giving you an insight into what we're going to be premiering after Love Island. Yes. Every evening, we will have something else for you.
Cool. Hey, I'm Nee.
Hey, I'm Nana, and we've been together for 25 years. That's uni, marriage, kids, the works.
And now we're answering 36 questions to reconnect and reflect. This is 36 questions to love. There we go.
So tell everybody a little bit about this. Okay, the experiment.
Yeah. So there is you can Google. There's an experiment or a set of questions written by a psychologist, which is 36 questions to fall in love with somebody. But obviously, I would hope that we are both in love with each other. I would hope. But we decided to do the questions just to, because obviously, when you've been together for as long as we have, it's good to kind of reconnect.
Quarter of a century.
All right, love. It's good to kind of reconnect and kind of just see where each other's at. So that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be answering those questions and maybe even finding out new stuff about each other.
Yeah.
Maybe even I will get a tattoo. Who knows?
Look at that. Can you imagine if at the end of the 36 questions, you are like, actually, on my ring finger, I am going to put Nana there.
Do you know what? Yeah. I would say it would be an achievement if at the end of it, I was like, I get tattooed like Boris. But yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Listen, guys, take care. Have a great evening. And we will be back tomorrow with more Love Island madness. Take care.
10:15.
Bye-bye.
Bye.